What really happens to a woman's mind and body when she masturbates regularly? The truth you've never heard before. Did you know that when a woman reaches orgasm, over 30 different regions of her brain activate all at once, creating a powerful symphony of sensations and emotions? This includes areas linked to touch, memory, emotion, and even pain processing, all lighting up in perfect harmony. In fact, neuroscientists have found that this activation is far more complex and widespread than what typically happens in men, suggesting that female pleasure might engage the brain on a deeper and more immersive level. And here's an even more fascinating twist: the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for overthinking, decision-making, and self-criticism, actually shuts down during orgasm. Think about that for a second. It's like a temporary escape from the endless mental chatter, a brief but blissful state of mental clarity. For many women, this feels like hitting a reset button for the mind, melting away stress and anxiety in ways no meditation app can replicate. But there's more. Researchers at Rutgers University discovered that female orgasms also activate the insula, the part of the brain that processes full-body sensations. This might explain why many women describe their orgasms as all-encompassing, immersive, and even transcendent, almost like stepping out of their own body for a moment. It's not just a physical release, it's a neurological and emotional experience that can affect mood, confidence, and even overall mental health. Before we take a deep dive into this hidden world of female self-pleasure and uncover the science, psychology, and myths surrounding it, do me a quick favor, smash that like button right now. Share this with someone who needs to hear the truth about women's pleasure, and hit subscribe so you don't miss more mind-blowing discussions like this. And while you're here, drop a comment below. Do you think women talk openly enough about masturbation, or is it still locked in taboo silence? Now, let's uncover what really happens when women embrace this natural, powerful, and deeply misunderstood act. Introduction: why are we even talking about this? Here's a question for you. Why is male masturbation normalized, joked about, even casually discussed, but female masturbation is met with silence, stigma, or disbelief? For decades, society has painted a picture that women either don't do it, or if they do, they shouldn't admit it. But here's the truth: women do masturbate. Many do it for pleasure, for relaxation, for self-discovery. And science says it's not only normal, it's actually beneficial for mental, emotional, and physical health. Think about it: sexual health is mental health. When you understand your own body, you build confidence, reduce anxiety, and reclaim autonomy. Yet, because of outdated taboos, millions of women grow up feeling guilt and shame around something that's completely natural. So, what really happens when a woman masturbates regularly? How does it affect her brain, her hormones, her relationships, and even her mental clarity? And is it possible to do it too much? Before we explore, don't forget, hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Should we talk about female sexuality more openly? Section 1: What happens in a woman's brain? Here's a mind-blowing stat. When a woman reaches orgasm, a Rutgers University study found that up to 30 different brain regions become active simultaneously. The insula, which processes full-body sensations, lights up, explaining why many women describe orgasms as whole-body experiences, sometimes even out-of-body. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for overthinking and self-consciousness, temporarily shuts down. This is huge. It means during orgasm, women can actually experience mental freedom from anxiety, self-doubt, and constant inner chatter. Other areas related to memory, emotion, and reward also activate, releasing dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphins, the same feel-good cocktail that boosts mood and deepens relaxation. For many men, brain activity stays more localized. Pleasure is there, but it doesn't always come with the same mental escape effect. So for women, masturbation isn't just a physical release. It can feel like a mini mental reset, a meditation, or even a deeply emotional experience. Question for you: if an orgasm literally silences overthinking, could regular self-pleasure reduce stress or anxiety over time? Comment your thoughts below. Section 2: The unique way women experience pleasure. Contrary to the stereotypical idea that masturbation is always quick and intense, many women describe it as a slower, more immersive journey. Researchers often compare female arousal to a long, scenic walk, while male arousal is more like a fast sprint. It's not always about racing to orgasm, it's about enjoying the build-up, the rhythms, the subtle sensations. Some women even report multiple waves of pleasure, what's called multiple orgasms, or different types of sensations depending on mood and stimulation. And here's something really important. For some women, focusing too much on achieving orgasm can actually make it harder to reach. So the act itself often becomes more about relaxation, self-connection, and exploration, not just the destination. This flexibility is part of what makes female sexuality incredibly nuanced and unique. So next time you hear someone say women are complicated, maybe they're actually just beautifully multidimensional. Before we continue, take a second to like this video, subscribe for more deep dive topics like this, and share it with someone who needs to understand this better. And tell us in the comments, do you think society underestimates how complex female pleasure really is? Section 3. Can masturbation improve a woman's sex life? Here's an interesting finding. Women who explore their own pleasure tend to report higher levels of sexual satisfaction in relationships. Why? Because masturbation teaches what feels good and what does, what your boundaries are, how to communicate your needs without guilt. Think about it, most women grow up with less sexual education than men, especially about their own anatomy. Masturbation becomes a form of self-education. It's a safe way to learn without relying on trial and error with a partner. And this isn't just about physical technique, it's about reclaiming agency over your own body. Knowing yourself helps you navigate intimacy on your own terms. So yes, regular self-pleasure can absolutely improve intimacy with a partner, not by replacing it but by making it more intentional and confident. Section 4. Can you do it too much? Now here's the big question. Is there such a thing as too much masturbation for women? Well, there's no universal healthy amount. It's about balance. If it interferes with daily life, relationships, or emotional well-being, it might be worth reflecting, not from a place of shame but self-care. A few things science notes. Hormonal timing matters. Some women notice that masturbating close to their period slightly intensifies PMS symptoms, likely due to fluctuations in dopamine and oxytocin. Sensitivity can change. If someone uses intense stimulation like high-powered vibrators very frequently, they might feel temporarily less responsive to softer touch. But this usually isn't permanent, the body adapts. So the key is listening to your body. Self-pleasure should feel like nourishment, not a compulsion. Quick question for the comments. Do you think women feel more pressure than men to hide their sexual habits? Why or why not? Section 5. The deeper impact beyond pleasure. So does masturbation really matter beyond physical release? Absolutely. For women, it's not just about pleasure, it's about curiosity, exploring your own body without shame. Self-trust, understanding your needs, your boundaries. Stress relief, using natural endorphins as a mental reset. Breaking stigma, rewriting the narrative that female sexuality is something to hide. When society keeps female sexuality in the shadows, it creates shame and confusion. But when women talk about it openly, it becomes a powerful tool for self-awareness, self-love, and empowerment. Conclusion and final. So what really happens when a woman masturbates regularly? Her brain lights up in ways science is still trying to fully understand. Her stress levels drop, her confidence grows, she learns herself, her pleasure, and her power. But most importantly, it breaks the silence around something natural and deeply human. Now it's your turn. Should we talk about female masturbation more openly, or do you think society still isn't ready? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this opened your eyes, hit like, share this with a friend who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more raw, science-backed truths about sexual health. Remember, sexual health is mental health. Understanding yourself is never something to be ashamed of.